Sorry for all the 8s. Okay, we have a system here that has 3 equations with 3 unknowns. And so what we're going to try to do is pair up these equations and use elimination to eliminate a variable altogether. Okay? We're going to basically create 2 new equations, a new system that only has 2 variables in it so that we can solve. Okay? So, for example, if I were to pair up equations 1 and 2, is there something you see that would eliminate right away? Hopefully you said the x's. They have the same number. They both have an 8 in front of them, which means that if I were to add those equations up, x's would be eliminated, and I would end up with negative 2y minus 3z equals negative 10. So I'm just adding those up. Okay? So there's an equation created by more or less simplifying the first 2 equations, combining them into one. So I'm just going to kind of put that in my pocket, keep it for later. And I'm going to do the same thing. You know what? I'm not going to use equations 2 and 3. I'm going to use equations 3 and 1. I'm going to bring those together down here. 8x minus 5y minus z equals 19. Negative 8x plus 4y plus 7z equals 36. Okay. And again, they have opposite signs. The 8s have opposite signs. This is positive, so I'm going to add. And when I do that, the x cancel out again. They are eliminated. So negative 5y plus 4y, that's negative 1y. Negative z plus 7z, 6z. And 19 plus 36 is 55. So there's another equation. And what you should see, hopefully, if you look at the thing in the red boxes with the stars beside them, those 2 equations look just like these. 2 equations with 2 unknowns. 2 equations with 2 unknowns. And so we can use our 2 new equations and do elimination with them just like we did before. All we have to do is decide what we want to eliminate. I'm going to eliminate the z's. Okay, 6z here and 3z here. They're not the same number, so I'm going to have to multiply. And I'm going to multiply this equation right here by 2. When I do that, I get negative 4y, okay, multiplying that by 2, and that by 2. Minus 6z equals negative 20. And then this one will come over here and be the same, negative 1y plus 6z. I don't have to change it because my z's already have the same coefficient. And what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to add them because these have the opposite sign, and it will eliminate the z's. So I have negative 5y equals 35, or y equals negative 7. So then what do? I can take that knowledge that y equals 7 and put it right here, or negative 7, and put it over here. Negative 1 times negative 7 plus 6z equals 55. Or 7 plus 6z equals 55. 6z, so I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides and get that 6z is 48 divided by 6. And I get the z is 8. So I know 2 of the variables. All I have to do is find the last one. I need to know what x is. So I'm going to use the first equation, and I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit. So that first equation is 8x minus 5y minus z equals 19. And I'm going to plug in what I know. I know what y is, negative 7. I know what z is, 8. Whoop. 35 minus 8 is 28. I'm going to subtract 28 from both sides. And I get 8x equals negative 19 minus 28. What have I done? Oh, I said that 35 minus 8 is 28. It's not. It's 27. Addition and subtraction get you every time. So that makes that negative 8, and so I get that x is negative 1. So my solution, x, comma, y, comma, z. Right there. I'll do number 8 in a different video.